Hi, I bought this black paper today, and I have these Koh-i-Noor white coal Josonda, and I have this Vermeer from the love letter. I have three of these, and I'm going to make a little drawing. It's just a little test. See what this technique brings. So let's zoom in a little bit, and I just start, and let's see what this can do. So I don't know really yet what the effect is of this type of pencil on this type of paper, but we'll soon find out. So I just draw the light areas. When I started to paint, it was really difficult to actually draw or paint, I must say, the lighter areas on darker areas, because I was used to work with dark pencil on a white paper, and when you turn that around, it's a bit confusing because you have to think otherwise than you are used to. It's different. So I have to get the highlight, but now I'm thinking that I made too much dark now, but let's see. I hope I have the highlights right. I just continue to draw. I went to the store today and I brought all kinds of new paper with me. It's fun to draw on different kind of paper. And maybe I'll make a little vlog showing what I bought today. Let's see. If you want to paint, this would be a nice practice because when you are painting you have to work light over dark. And I'm looking at the tonal values. It would be interesting to make the same drawing on white and on black paper, and to say, well, with on the white paper you use what I could use in my experiment. You could try that too, of course. I could use on white paper graphite and on black paper this material, and see how close you can get these drawings to a similar result. So suppose you make them at the same scale, and then see how much how different they are, or how similar they can become. Could you, for example, make a drawing on black paper in such a way that you do not even know that it's white on black, that you have to look twice for that you might think it's just a drawing black on white, and it's the other way around. Not sure if I could pull that off, but it would be interesting to try something like that. It's a little experiment. And with this way of drawing, it's easy to let certain parts be dark, but even shadow parts often have some light in them. So when you look at this shadow here, the darkest dark is only a small part of the whole shadow. So everything else is slightly lighter than, or a whole lot lighter than just black. And what do I do with that necklace? Because that starts here. I just put these pearls here, and I'm not sure if I have drawn some extra pearls or not, but who's going to count them? You can end up with quite a painfully way of drawing this way, I must say. So if you're up for a challenge, I would say try this. I don't really know how I can get rid of too much white, because I'm afraid my eraser pencil won't work. Oh, it does work. Oops. I see that while I went with my hands over this, I removed part of the pastel. So I think that if you want to keep such a drawing, you have to use something to fix it. For example, hairspray. At the Art Academy we used hairspray to fix charcoal drawings. So you have stuff in the store, but if you want to have an easy solution, which is cheap, you can use hairspray. I can use this eraser pencil to remove some of that white, to get certain parts a little bit darker again. And I have some fixation stuff. Can't find the right word at this moment. Dutch word is spuitbus, so I'm going to look it up and put it in the comments. And I think I just spray can. Yes, I have some spray cans with fixation fluid in them. So I'm going to put some of that on this drawing. I think four layers that it needs. About 4 layers. That earring is also very important. Vermeer has always been my favorite painter, by the way. He made only 30 or 40 paintings, I think about 40. The best paintings in the world. I mean, some of them are the best paintings in the world and others are close to that. And now I'm adding some accentuations to define the form of her neck, more or less. And let's see here a little bit in the background. To refine her face a bit more. And where is that? I made this a little bit too light. And I must say it's a nice way of approaching this. It's different than what I'm used to. So I might use this technique more. Let me know in the comments what you think of this technique. Would you like to see more of these kind of drawings? Or do you prefer the graphite drawings on white paper? And I'm slowly approaching the stage that I say, well, this is it. And here is an area which is interesting. Some highlights, so especially highlights are nice to place in this technique. So that's something I'm looking forward to with, with this kind of drawing. Putting some dots here because Vermeer used dots in his paintings, like sort of pointillism. This shouldn't be this dark. And one thing in this technique that I'm watching for now is that it's easy to leave things too dark. So I'm looking at areas of black that I have overlooked Some areas I keep dark deliberately because I'm not working on the whole paper, and well, this is black, but there are some areas that I'm looking at. And what shall I do about it? I want some dots here, according to Vermeer's style, some of that pointillism, that effect I want in this drawing. So I'm adding some pointiest dots, and I must be careful with that to not go overboard with that, but there were some that were appropriate. And I think well, every time I want to finish something, I see something else. I want to get the blackness away here a bit. It's too dark. And I think that if I had only worked in graphite on white paper, I don't think this drawing would have been very good, but I think I rely on my experience as a painter now more with this, I must say, hairs. What does happen when I do that? Well, I don't like to smudge, so I hate that. I really hate that effect. Whoops. The gods of smudging are punishing me for saying that. So if you ask yourself why doesn't he smudge, that I really hate it. That's the reason. If someone else wants to do that, it's fine with me. If someone can incorporate that in a good drawing style, please do. But it's not my thing. And the reason why this drawing doesn't extend here is because my picture ends here. So, but I could take a book of Vermeer, because I have a book about Vermeer here. And let's just look up this painting. One of his later paintings, so where is it? here it is. So now I know more or less what it's all about. Well, I just do this and then I just leave it at this. Correcting that shape of that area a bit. Oops. But I think that I've reached the point that, and I talked about this earlier with other drawings, that what I'm doing is not improving the drawing anymore. So I think that I'm starting to mess up a little bit. So I finished this area and, well, I leave it at this. Thank you for watching, and I hope you like this technique. Maybe you can try it. Thank you. Bye. This is the 4th time I'm doing this. So that should do.